When you're first starting to think about buying a home, before you get on Zillow, you should think about some of the costs that are associated with buying a home. That way you could budget for it and be prepared for it. One of the most obvious costs that everybody knows about is the down payment. And this amount will vary depending on the loan product that you're going with. Some loans require 0% down, in which you won't really have to say anything for a down payment. And then some loans require 3 to 5% of the purchase price. So as you're speaking with your lender, which I know you're doing, you should consider how much you might have to save for your down payment. North Carolina is an attorney state. So that means in order to close on a home, your closing has to be facilitated by a North Carolina attorney, and they charge a fee for their services. So you're able to shop attorneys and figure out which one has the best pricing for you and your budget, but that's another hidden cost that you should be thinking about it as you start budgeting for your new home. There are other costs associated with attorney fees, like things like title insurance, preliminary HOA fees, as well as your first monthly payment being wrapped up in your first set of closing costs. And because your first monthly payment is wrapped up in your closing costs, you'll have a little bit of a break before your monthly payments start, which is really nice. In North Carolina, we also have what's called a due diligence fee. This is any amount negotiable that the buyer puts forth as soon as they have a fully executed contract. And you will literally write a check or you will Venmo the seller the amount. It can range from my first due diligence payment was $300. My second due diligence payment was $17,000. So this is negotiable and something that you should chat with your real estate agent about, but it can range anywhere from 0.25% to 1% of the purchase price of the home. And this is credited back to you at closing. Earnest money is another negotiable payment that you make to the seller upon going under contract. It's due within 5 days of a fully executed contract. And this money you pay directly to the attorney, who holds it in a trust fund until you close on your home and is credited back to you at closing. In North Carolina, all offers are as is, meaning the seller is not required to make any repairs during the closing process. That being said, I highly recommend having inspections done, and this is another cost. Some common inspections are having a home inspection, a pest inspection, and in Raleigh, a radon inspection, because Raleigh is built on a big slab of granite which emits a natural gas called radon. In higher amounts, this can cause health issues, so I often recommend that buyers have a radon inspection to see if a mitigation system needs to be installed. And these are all costs that you should be factoring into your budget. I hope this information was helpful to you. If you have any questions about real estate, feel free to reach out to me. Or if you need a realtor, call me and I'm happy to help.